Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and the update pre-event, the update preparation events have now gone live for this upcoming Black Order May update. Now, in the earlier video today, I did say 8 days. I think it's actually 9 days. It'll be the very late night on the 25th / very early morning on the 26th of May that the update should actually land, with a live stream coming featuring Cajun Kim, who we know and love, on the 24th. That is just based on the trajectory of this update, based on the the previous history of updates, and based on the new time and date for the live stream events. They used to be on Fridays, which would have been the 21st this week. Now they are on Mondays, a little bit closer to the patch note, well, a lot closer to the patch notes, a lot closer to the update itself. So we have the pre-update event quest. You're going to collect these tokens. You're going to get an extra 20 tokens in your inbox sent to you. Remember, these tokens are important, but you should still prioritize the other token event that's going on right now, which is going to enable you to get, because that token event's not live yet with the question mark tokens. Don't forget to do this one, especially if you can still get the 35 quest reward, because that's a huge item to use. You won't be able to use it on the Black Order, but you'll be able to use it on 200 plus other characters, and it's super valuable. It saves you a ton of resources. But remember, for these tokens, I just want to remind you guys now, and I'll remind you guys later on when the shop is live, these tokens are not going to give you the Mega Tier 2 or the random CTP chest. That's a different token that comes later on. These are the non-branded tokens that are just going to give you like energy, hidden tickets, and maybe biometrics for a random character. It'll be interesting to see who's the random character that they choose biometrics for if they do that. They've also been putting 3- and 4-star rank up tickets in these token events, and a Titan record selector. And if we get, let's say, multiple universal tier 3s, because the Black Order are all universal, maybe we'll be getting a free universal Titan selector, which is really cool. We also have even more rewards for the 6-year anniversary, which is crazy. So we're going to be doing that event. So I originally thought, I had originally said that they had replaced the token event with another event that they had done recently, but no, they just added. So man, it's crazy. So we still have this Ultron event, which I'm going to run through now while I'm talking to you guys. And basically, you shouldn't do this when you have energy. You shouldn't do this when you have energy. You can't do it if you don't have energy, Alex. You shouldn't do it if you have boost points, because I did the math, and the boost point bonus is just not worth it, right? It's better to save your boost points for the Epic Quest Deluxe Pack missions, stuff like that, because that's going to give you 30, 40, 50,000 gold per run. 50 million gold, I wish. But anyways, these missions are super easy. You get to them super fast, and then you get to open this chest, 4 times a day, and you get a maximum of 40 chests, and you can get Odin's blessings, you can get energy, you can get all sorts. Energy is kind of like the dummy reward, but you can get uniform rank up tickets. It's for some really good stuff, and it's 100% free. So don't forget to play this 3 times a day. There's 3 difficulties. Again, it's super duper easy. You just have to run through it on auto, and then get those rewards. The reason why I'm actually highlighting this now is because, more so since they changed the UI, people have been forgetting to do these event quests because they're tucked away in the corner. Now, I'm not saying that as a criticism of the UI. I think the UI is fine. Like, I love the UI, but if you're gonna make it look really nice and clean, things have to go somewhere, right? You can't make it all crowded. If it's crowded, it'll be easier to find, but it'll look uglier, right? And if it's clean and nice, then it's not gonna be crowded, then it's gonna be harder to find. So that's why I'm highlighting it for you guys. The bottom right corner, remember that you can scroll up and down with your finger to reveal the other event quests, because there are other event quests. So on top of that one, we also have the Alliance Store double donation. Make sure you donate. Make sure you donate 1 million gold if you can, and make sure you donate your Alliance mementos. Now is the best time to just dump all of your Alliance mementos. They have no other use than to be donated, but I always purposely save my mementos for these double donation events, because it gives you an extra 30 coins or whatever tokens that you can buy in the Alliance shop. We have the ISO swap discount event, so if you want to prepare your Black Order characters, if you've never rolled an ISO set for them, or if you have a set from a long time ago and you want to re-roll for like Power of Angry Hulk or Overdrive, now is not a bad time to do it. We have a card unequip event, so you can swap comic cards, and then we have a relay for Battle World. So what I was talking about is here you can scroll with your finger, so just remember, because otherwise the top one, the bonus mission, is sort of not, you can kind of see it, but not quite. So make sure that you do that. Make sure you scroll there so you're not forgetting about any of that. And then as far as the tokens go, let me just crack. I kind of wanted to do this in the video so I could crack these 4 token chests and see. I've been pinged already like 6 times today with people. Oh, you get 50. Oh, you get 50 tokens. Oh, my bad. I thought it was 40. Anyways, that's no good. 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 Okay, well, tomorrow. No worries. I've been pinged like 6 times today from people that got... Oh, they combined the 2 shops. I see. From people that got Odin's Blessings from that 6-year anniversary gift box. Speaking of Odin's Blessings, another thing I want to talk to you guys about, this is just a quick PSA for people that spend money in the game. Gambling for Odin's Blessings is generally not a good idea. I know that good lord, I cannot find the thing. I know that I gamble pretty frequently on streams, and so I might sound like a hypocrite to some of you, but I usually gamble for CTPs exclusively and sometimes for cards just for fun. But basically I spend all my crystals, my excess crystals, gambling for CTPs. I used to gamble for Odin's Blessings. I don't anymore. I've been shafted so many times on Odin's Blessings, and some people get really lucky on them. Some people say that, you know, every 2 pulls they get an Odin's Blessing. But for the vast majority of players, including all of my luck pulling, iBig's luck, etc., these are not worth it. However, for those of you that want to spend money on the game and need Odin's Blessings, these sales are more worth it. And again, more worth it is in the context of you have an expense, you have a budget for entertainment, and you want to spend it on Marvel Future Fight. Obviously, if you're a very low spending player like Stark Stash only, or you're free to play, this doesn't apply to you. But for those of you out there that spend more money on this game, you know, $50, $100 a month, trust me, it might seem expensive, but these are guaranteed Odin's Blessing selectors. So it's 40 Canadian for 2 and a 1,000 crystals, which is worth whatever, $10, $8, or it's $110 for 6, I believe. Yeah, you get 6 selectors and you get 4,000 crystals. It definitely seems expensive. It is expensive, but trust me, getting 6 selectors where you can choose exactly which ones you want 6 times versus gambling. I've pulled on this chest 10 times and gotten nothing. That means I spent almost 7,000 crystals and I came up with absolutely donuts. So don't risk it here. If you absolutely need Odin's Blessings, I highly recommend this. I basically swore to myself that I was never going to gamble on Odin's Blessings again, and I was only going to get this pack because so many times I would gamble the equivalent of $40 worth of crystals, which is 3,700 if you buy the offer for agents. I would gamble 3,700 crystals and I would get 1 Odin's Blessing. And it wasn't even necessarily the one that I wanted or the best one. It was like, you know, Insight or Steel. And then my Twitch chat would be like, Alex, why didn't you just buy the pack? You got 1 Odin's Blessing. You would have gotten 2. You could have chosen the 2 that you got, and you would have had 1,000 crystals left over instead of 0. And they just made fun of me, and they were right. They were 100% right. So I just wanted to pass that information on to you. Another piece of information that I want to pass on to you. Oh yeah, the dollar deals are here. If you're free to play and you want to move over to VIP 1, this is the cheapest deal in the game. It's $1.40. It's going to get you all the way to VIP 1. VIP 1 actually unlocks a lot of perks, so I would recommend it if you haven't already done it, but no pressure. Being free to play, there's nothing wrong with that. It's all Gucci. Last but not least, I do want to point out a couple of things here over on the Twitterverse. So first things first, Danny Koo actually confirms, and I'll probably talk about this again in the second teaser whenever we get the second sneak peek. But anyways, Danny Koo tweeted out around the same time as the sneak peek last night. You want a teaser? Get the house in order with the Black Order. So he's a little play on words, house in order, Black Order, sort of clean up your... He was talking to me. I got to clean up my house, okay? And then you scroll down, and this guy, Tumlin Al Tiger, Black Lives Matter, says, hey, Danny, does this mean the Black Order is getting the Glory outfits, or will it be original or from a comic arc? And then he links this image of the Glory outfits, Whisper of Glory, Spear of Glory, etc., from Marvel Super War, which is a NetEase Marvel MOBA game that's only available in some of Europe and Asia. Anyways, it's not available in North America. And so he's like, is it going to be this one, or is it going to be an original, or is it going to be comic? And Danny says original. Bang. So we have confirmation now. We were sort of puzzling over what these uniforms could be, right? They're original. So we're getting brand new, never before seen, brand new designs in Marvel Future Fight for the Black Order, which is really exciting because I mean, some of you guys didn't like it, but the last time we got an original design was just 2 updates ago. I think Danny, I was gonna say Danny Phantom. What's his name? Danny Rand? Danny Koo, Danny Rand, Danny Phantom. So many epic Dannys. I think Danny, I was gonna say Danny Phantom again. Wow. I think Daniel Rand from Rand Industries looks pretty rad. I really like this original costume for Iron Fist. I do. I pretty much like all of the original outfits that we've gotten in MFF for pretty much every single character. Again, there's more that I can't name off the top of my head. Obviously, all of the original characters, Sharon Rogers, Luna Snow, and stuff like that, those were created first for the game. But we've gotten a lot of original costumes, and they've always looked pretty crispy. So I'm excited to see how the Black Order is going to look because, I mean, they look pretty cool in all of the comic runs, but I think their best look out of the ones we've ever seen in the comics has been either the ones from the MCU, which we already have, or their base looks, which we already have. So I'm actually glad that the MFF team is taking this in another direction rather than just giving us a copy-paste of the Cabal or a copy-paste of the spacesuits from the Hela run, where it's very generic and very just like black leather cat burglar type thing. But it's really cool to know that not only are we getting this huge rework for these characters and the dev team's putting all this work into it, but they're creating, right? They're inspiring this whole new design for such an epic and well-known and well-deserving team of villains. So I'm really, really excited about that. Last but not least, there's actually one more thing here. I want to give a shout out to Jonathan Maximov on Twitter, who hit me up and revealed the 3 E's. So this is from that 2018 run. I didn't read it, obviously. But basically, Corvus loses his weapon, he loses his glaive, and this monstrosity, whoever this is, says, you know, without your pointy knife, what is this ugly man? And then Corvus is sort of having this soliloquy in his head. There's like an existential crisis that the Black Order has individually. But anyways, he says, I'm a leader. I may not be funny, but I am efficient, economical, effective. So there you go. It was a ringer, you know, dead-on copy, an homage, I should say, to the comics from this run. And it actually looks really sick. He gets punched in the face, he starts bleeding, and Corvus just like 2-taps him, which is pretty dope. So I actually kind of want to read this now. I think it gives, from what I understand, some people hit me up on Discord and explained it to me. From what I understand, it gives you a much more insight in this run into the minds of the Black Order and how they think and how they're not just mindless slaves to Thanos, or sort of they're not just mindlessly worshiping Thanos, but in fact, you know, they have their own goals, they have their own wants and needs and motivations and things that drive them. So I actually might end up reading this. We'll see how the sneak peeks go if I have time, and then I'll hit you guys up maybe with a synopsis of it in case some of it's being pulled, you know, inspiration wise for the update. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of all that, sort of a smorgasbord of update content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.